Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to do your reading from the 21st to the 28th of May. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you. If it does resonate, there's links in the description box if you want a private reading with me. Okay, Scorpio. I was looking at the comments yesterday, and somebody commented and said that I forgot about you. That's not true. I don't have a reason to forget about you. There's 12 other signs. No, 11 other signs. So I haven't forgotten about you. Hopefully you get something from this reading. Let's hop in. I'm going to take a look at past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice for you. Whew. It's already a heavy reading. But that's okay. We're going to get through it. Don't worry. Okay. Your challenge, the Five of Cups. Yes. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Sun upright. Okay. So for you, Scorpio, the comment that I saw yesterday was, the full moon in Scorpio was so brutal for us, Monica. Where was your reading? I needed it then. And here's what I want to tell you. In life, it's very important that you go through your struggle. It's so important because if you don't go through your struggle, you will never grow. You will never grow. If everything is nice and simple and easy and I'm going to be a little fairy and put my tutu on and go around and hope that there's lollipops and gumdrops that fall from the sky, that's not growth, okay? It's not. And I'm not saying that you have to struggle in order to grow. Sometimes growth is easy. Sometimes growth is difficult. Because there's a lot of shifts taking place in the sky and there's a lot of oppositions, there's a lot of tension right now, it's really forcing us to make changes in our life if we want to see results. And this is where you're at right now, Scorpio. It's a little bit of an intense, hairy situation, but I do feel you're going to get through it. And we're going to talk about the situation to help you navigate it on a better level. Okay. So let's talk about it. Your challenge, the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a disappointment. It's a flat out disappointing situation that many of you are just sad over a situation that happened. Something happened that disappointed you on a very, very deep level. However, even though this happened for you, there is going to be bigger and better opportunities that are coming into your life as we get into the final days of May. And I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Five of Cups. We're going to see why it's your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the World, you have the Page of Cups, and the Tower. So it's very clear that something in your life crumbled here in the past. No doubt about that. A friendship, a marriage, a commitment, a housing situation. Somebody here really felt sad and disappointed. I feel this was you. I do feel that there was some form of an apology here. Somebody acknowledged your pain. They acknowledged what you were going through. Some of you even apologized to yourself because something in the past happened that was completely out of your control. And when it happened, it was really clear here that something in your life was coming to an end. There's no doubt about it. There's no questioning that maybe there's a second chance. Maybe we're going to make this work. And for a lot of you, this is a relationship. Perhaps you were forgiving somebody nonstop here, and it came to the point where no matter how much you believed it was possible to rebuild a certain situation in your life, it just came to the conclusion here for you that it was done. And this is something that happened possibly this month or in the month of January, okay? So something here started to really started to make you feel vulnerable here in the past, almost as if you were naked here, right? You were seeing something for what it was. You felt vulnerable here. Something was crumbling in your life. And a lot of you didn't know what to do here in the past. Okay. And we're going to talk more about that in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Death, you have the King of Cups, and you have the Judgment. So something is really trying to get your attention in the present moment. There's something that's screaming, you know, Scorpio, Scorpio, I'm trying to get your attention, right? Has a lot to do with something that's recently ended in your life or changed. Something has drastically changed in your life. I feel there's a very important message for you, and we're going to talk about that when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Eight of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So in the near future, I do feel with the Three of Pentacles, there's definitely this collaborative energy. There's people that are coming in to help you with this change that's coming in. The Eight of Cups is definitely popping out in a lot of people's readings. It's not only your reading, but there's an energy here in the near future of disconnecting. Anything that's not serving you, anything that's not assisting you in your growth or progress, you're abandoning it. You're completely done here. And you're moving towards something that's going to be a lot more fulfilling. I do feel this situation that you're moving away from and you're moving towards something else is going to be a lot more fulfilling for you. However, the situation that you're moving towards, it is going to require collaborative energy. It's not something that you're just going to do by yourself. It's something that you're either going to partner with people, partner with friends. You're going to come together with a like-minded group of people. So it's really important that you're open to people, because people are going to help you. People are going to assist you. You have a lot of activity happening at the end of the month in your 7th house with Uranus there, and it's aspecting a lot of the other planets in the sky. The sun was there for the last few weeks. So there's definitely some sort of culminating energy when it comes to dealing with others that can help you out of a situation that you're in right now that really just isn't working for you anymore. Okay, and we're going to talk about that in detail. What you don't see coming, Scorpio, the sun, things are going to get better in your life. I think you really, really need to believe that deep down inside, that things are going to get better. Things are going to be a lot more warmer and successful in your life. But I think one of the main things for you is to communicate your wants, your needs, your desires. What is going to make you feel happy? What is going to make you feel fulfilled? It's not so much complaining about the things that you don't like and the things that aren't working right now, but what is your vision for yourself? What does your life look like? If you had to rewrite your whole entire life from here on out, what would it look like? This is what the universe is asking. The Sun and the Eight of Wands, this is saying, what is it that you truly want? Have you expressed that? Because here's the thing, you know, you can live every single day and look at all the things that aren't working out in your life and complain about them and say, oh, well, this isn't working out and that's not working out and this isn't going good for me and that. But what is it that you want? And when you figure out what you want by expressing it every single day, it's in your mind, you're creating that reality, you're communicating, you're living it. Even though you may not have everything that you want right now at this time, you're still putting yourself in that frequency of the Sun and the Eight of Wands, taking action towards the things that you want, believing that you can have them, and then going after them. So this is something that a lot of you are going to be really connecting with, this energy of, this is what I want for myself. This is what I need to do. And it's not as if you need to swim upstream. This is about you just being in that frequency of believing. That's the first step that a lot of you need to take just to get closer to what it is that you want to achieve, okay? So let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification. Let's see what's going on. We're going to clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Five of Cups is your challenge. And the Five of Cups, like I said to you, it's typically a disappointment that happened in your life. Something here happened. I'm seeing 955 on the clock. You can check out what 955 means. There could be some sort of important message there for you. I do feel for some of you, this could have been cheating. I'm not getting for all of you that's the case. I think that this is more of something that happened personally where there was a disappointment, maybe with a friend, a family member. Somebody disappointed you here on a very deep level, and it's been very challenging for you to get over it. Many of you, your biggest challenge here is to recognize in the early stages when something isn't for you, okay? Especially if, let's say you're dating and you meet somebody new and they start to throw red flags at you, don't be afraid to say, bye, adios, I'm out. Because the more you entertain something that really isn't for you, the only thing that you're doing and creating is more disappointment for yourself. So having the discipline, having and finding the inner strength to disconnect from things that are immediately at the forefront when you see it, this isn't for me, I'm out. Not carrying on with something here that just really isn't in alignment with you. So this is going to be a big part of your challenge because there will be tests, especially with your ruler Pluto in Aquarius, and it's squaring Uranus, it was squaring the sun, and then the opposition with Leo there. So something here is creating tension in your life, but it's creating tension to show you what isn't for you. Because some of you are quick to get involved into something, it's not for you, it's not in alignment with you, but you still go along with it anyways. This is something that's very toxic and it can be very detrimental to you, and it's something that you have to be aware of. So your biggest challenge here is if you are involved with a new person, a new project, new love, whatever the case is, if it's not for you, recognize the red flags and then move on from it. Why? Because what that's doing is you're signaling to the universe, you're saying, look, this isn't in alignment with me. This is not what I want. But when you sit there and you accept it, the universe is like, but you sat there and you accepted it. You can't blame me. You can't blame me for something that you're choosing to do when you don't really want to be there, right? And some of you may watch this and say, well, I didn't have a choice. You always have a choice. Unless somebody takes a chain and locks you to a door or a chair or whatever, you always have a choice. And I want you to remember that, Scorpio. I want you to remember that you have autonomy. You have a choice in your life. When you see the red flags, don't ignore them. That's going to be a big part of your challenge moving forward in the final week of May, okay? Now, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify all the cards. Okay, so you have the World here. So something closed out for you in the past. That is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Devil, and the Temperance. Things in the past started to get very toxic in a relationship. I don't care if this is romantic, friends, whatever environments. It was so obvious that something here wasn't for you. Somebody here was cutthroat. At every turn, they were trying to compete with you. They were trying to one-up you all the time, maybe really step on your toes here in the past. And it started to become very apparent here in the past, Scorpio, over time, the Temperance, that something here was unhealthy for you. And before the situation even ended, you were already feeling like it was done here in the past, okay? Now, you also have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is my apology card. It's my forgiveness card. That is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Magician, and the Six of Pentacles. I do believe that there was a specific person in your life that tried to be generous with you in the past, because by being generous with you, they thought that you would forgive them, you would accept their apology. And for many of you, you may have said to this person, okay, well, I'm willing to forgive you, but I want the truth. I want to know the truth, okay? Ace of Swords. I want to know what the truth is. And some of you received the truth and others of you just didn't, right? So even though you were accepting to forgive this person and perhaps accept their apology, there was still this lingering air of trust issues here in the past because of how toxic the situation became in the past. So over time, things started to crumble. Things started to really become very unstable here in the past. The Tower is presenting itself here in the past. And there may have been marriage counseling or some sort of therapy that happened here in the past to really rebuild this connection that you had here in the past. There could have been also a third party, maybe somebody who, a mediator or somebody came in to really help you and this person to really get back into this place of stability. But I do feel that there was a lot of words exchanged. There was things that were said here and done in the past that were very hard for you to forget. And it really started to become apparent to you in the past that no matter how much apologies, sitting down and talking and trying to resolve this, no matter how much of that was done, something here was just done. Nail in the coffin. That's how it feels here in the past. Okay. So really, as much as you wanted to turn back around to fix the situation here in the past, there really was no going back here. Okay, so this is what I feel happened for you in the past. Now, in the present moment, you have the King of Cups, the death, and the Judgment. Let's clarify all the cards. Okay, so the King of Cups, okay, is you. Very important message that you need to hear. What's your important message? You have the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Empress. One of the things that is coming to light for you in the present moment, and again, I don't want to always refer to the readings as romantic. Now, this is called the love messages. So, of course, we talk about love and romance and relationships. That's the main component on this channel. But this relationship doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship. It could be a work situation. Just apply it to your situation so you can get the full details here. You're starting to question a connection. I feel this is a friendship or someone that you're really close to. You're starting to question, right? Are we really meant to be together? Or is this my other better half? Does this person really care about me? You're reevaluating your relationships. You're reevaluating the people that are in your life. This is huge, especially with Uranus there and the Sun there, because with Uranus in the 7th house, there's a lot of unexpected changes, abrupt situations that happen, and things have started to come to light, when it comes to other people, how they act, how they behave. People in your life, some of them, they appear one way, but then they act completely different, and it really takes you off guard, right? Some of you are saying, I can't believe this person did this, or I can't believe this person said this. I can't believe that they're acting like this. Why are they doing this? It's because a lot of you right now need to really reevaluate in the background, and this is what Saturn's going to do when it moves into Aries. It's really going to help you to reevaluate things in your life, to really make sense of things. Who are you collaborating with? Who are you sharing your resources with? Who are you giving your money to? Are these people that really genuinely have your best interests at heart, or are they just there because of the resources that you have? This is what Saturn is doing, okay, when it moves into Aries for you. So there's a lot of this reevaluation about your existence, your partnerships, your collaborative energy with other people. And even though a situation in your life may be very abundant and on the surface it looks great and it looks very fulfilling, the Death is here, which means there is a big transformation that's happening in the present moment, and there's nothing you can do about this. This has to happen. You need to learn to just let go and allow this transformation to happen in your life, Scorpio, as much as you don't want it to happen. The Death here, it's interesting because they have the Death is holding this blade. It's like the Grim Reaper blade, right? Which is connected to Saturn. So Saturn is coming in and it's clearing away all of the debris, all the things that are not satisfying you, all the things that aren't making you happy, all the things that are affecting your finances. And it's bringing forth a bigger and better seed to plant. This is about your future, right? So even though something in your life right now looks like it's done and it's over, don't be sad about it. You should actually be very happy about it, because you are freeing yourself from overthinking relationships, getting involved in toxic situations that don't serve you, continuing to move forward in this energy of realizing that it's time to plant a new seed, okay? And this is what is going to contribute to your ultimate happiness, okay? Because right now in the present moment, I can tell you right now what is important to you. It's very obvious what is important to you. Your finances, your money is huge. A lot of you are worried about money. You're worried that the source of your income that you're used to is kind of drying out, but no, it's not. There's a bigger and better opportunity that is coming in for you. And when Jupiter in the month of June in the Western astrology, this is predictive astrology I'm using. So those of you who comment and say, oh, but you know, Western astrology isn't the real astrology, hun, this is my channel, okay? I'm going to do what I want on here, okay? So, you know, I'm doing the predictive astrology here. I say that with all niceness to you, but I have to emphasize it because sometimes I see comments that are just ridiculous, okay? So ultimately, your importance is your money. Your importance is your happiness, and money for you, happiness is connected to money for you, okay? Bottom line, you're a Scorpio. Money is important to you, okay? And that's okay. Don't be ashamed of it. That's fine. But ultimately, in the present moment right now, as we move into the end of May, there's going to be a shock wave that's sent throughout the universe to all of you. And things are going to have to change because they cannot stay the same. So when Jupiter, predictive astrology, Western astrology, moves into Cancer, this is really going to highlight and help you to gain more opportunity. But right now it's a little bit wonky. It's a little bit unstable, but hold on tight. It's not going to be like this forever. You are going through a major realization. You're going through such a huge realization about the last few weeks after this full moon. Something hit you like a ton of bricks. It hit you. You fell over like this, right? Okay. You see my fat chin there? Like this. You fell on the floor and you said, wow, my life needs to change, right? So you have the world here. You know that something's done. There's no going back. Okay, you knew that in the past and you know that in the present moment. But look at this. Isn't this so sweet? Look at this. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is this new opportunity, the Nine of Pentacles. If you feel that your life has been very challenging financially, you will have an opportunity to have a bigger and better opportunity to come into your life. But I think one of the things that is going to be really key for you, Scorpio, is not to ignore the fact that something here is done. And I'm just going to tell you this, and this is just my intuition speaking to you. You can do whatever you want, but reviving the situation is a waste of time. Reviving the situation that you think is your ultimate happiness is a waste of time. And again, on the surface, things look great, but you're constantly checking in and reevaluating the situation. And the more you do that, the more you realize that something here is no longer for you, okay? Once you come to that full realization, and not only just coming to that realization, but accepting it within you, that's when you're going to be able to be open to new opportunities. Because like I said, when Jupiter enters into Cancer, it's really going to trine. It's going to create a successful aspect in astrology. We look at aspects in astrology to see how the planets communicate with one another, because this emphasizes what energy will take place here on this plane. So there is going to be major changes, but positive ones. So holding on to something that kind of is okay for you, that's kind of, okay, it's okay, but I want something better, then you're delaying that success, okay? So I personally believe that there's no going back to the situation. It's done, it's over. It's just a matter of you realizing and accepting that and then moving forward, okay? And look at that. Look at that, the bottom of the deck, the Fool. Yes, there's your confirmation, okay? So let's move on to the near future. Let's clarify all the cards. I'm getting after this, there's no turning back. That's the message I have for you. After this, Scorpio, there's no turning back. And you know that. Deep down inside of you, you know that. Okay? Let's clarify all the cards. Whew, it's heavy energy. I'm getting a pain here in my side. I need to take a deep breath. It's a lot. It's a heavy energy here in the near future. You are standing your ground. Some of you watching this, you have a rising Libra or you have a moon Libra. There's something here about Libra or Aquarius energy. And of course, you are in a way, you are an Aquarius now because Pluto, your ruler, is in Aquarius. So this is you, the King of Swords. You get extremely stern with somebody here. Like you put your foot down here in the near future and you say enough is enough. Enough is enough here in the near future. A lot of you are coming to this realization, 8 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups. You're coming to this realization, Scorpio, in the near future that you have no other choice but to abandon something. As much as you want to stay there and keep this going, you'll have no other choice but to abandon the situation. Okay? Why? The reason why you're abandoning the situation is because the more you stay in this status quo energy, the more you stay into this situation, the more you feel confused, the more you feel like your life is drying up, the more you feel your life is sinking, okay? It's almost like you're seeing your life sink here in the near future. And there's a signal that comes to you that says it's time to go. It's almost like an evacuation. I'm getting this energy of I need to evacuate. I need to leave. I don't have a choice. And what forces you to disconnect from the situation in the near future is codependent relationships, feeling bogged down by certain people and energies, just feeling this energy of things not functioning or working in your favor. That's what I'm getting here, okay? So I really do strongly feel that you're going to put your foot down. You're walking away or disconnecting from something that is not in alignment with you anymore. And that's why there's a confirmation in the present moment that something is done. It's done. There's no turning back. There's no going back. Stop questioning it. Stop overanalyzing it. Stop watching 10 million tarot readings to get your answer when you already know, hun. You know the answer, hun. You know the answer inside of you. And it's so important that you listen to that voice inside of you. It's going to be really important. It's going to be key, okay? Okay, let's move on to the next energy. So you have the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is, I feel like this is somebody who's coming into your life. I don't feel like this is you. After you release this situation, which you will still have the residue of pain on your heart. You'll still have it there, and that's okay. That's okay. This is temporary, okay? Why is this happening in the near future? This 6 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, because it's there so you don't forget. Some of you are quick to forget when somebody does something wrong to you. Now, not all of you. Some of you are fully evolved, and once somebody hurts you, you sting them, you're done. You know, think of a Scorpio, right? What does a Scorpio do? When you attack a Scorpio, they're not going to play with you. They're just going to sting you and kill you and move on. And killing you is not, I don't want this to sound violent, but killing means ending something, transforming something. The sting of a Scorpio is not the end. Some people think, oh, if a Scorpio stings me, I'm dead, I'm done, I'm finished. No, this is a transformative energy. So even though you still have this residue on your heart in the near future, you still have this pain, you still have this residue, you still have this feeling of, why am I carrying this pain around with me from the past? It's to remind you not to repeat the same mistake again. Somebody's coming into your life. They're going to advise you. I feel this is someone who's older, and they're going to help you to recognize and realize the things that you went through in the past so that you don't repeat the same mistake. And what this is going to do, in a way, this is a blessing in disguise, because it's going to help you to regulate, and it's going to help you to realize what is actually going to make you happy and satisfied. And this happiness and satisfaction is starting with you. It's starting with you recognizing the things that you have the power and control over. A lot of you may not have the power and control to forget something and heal from it as quick as you want to, but it's there for a reason. It's protection. That pain that you feel that you carry around with you in the near future, yes, you're going to have to do that inner work, that meditation, that healing, that, you know, and it takes time, right? But it's there to remind you so you don't repeat the same mistake again. I know it's brutal, but it's like a taste of medicine. It needs to be there so that you don't get sick again, okay? Now, in the near future, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Very important people are coming into your life to help and assist you. You have the King of Cups, the High Priestess, and the 2 of Pentacles. Your intuition is going to be on point here in the near future. Listening to that inner voice. If the inner voice is saying it's time to go, you better get up and go. If your inner voice is saying don't deal with that person anymore, you better stop dealing with them. Don't ignore that inner voice within you. Because the more you question it, the more you become in this energy of indecisiveness, and the more you may miss an opportunity with important and successful people that are coming into your life. Scorpio, you want to feel fulfilled again, you're going to have to make a choice. And when you make that choice, you're going to have to stick with it. Okay. Because there's something here about you constantly going like this. You're a fixed sign. You're a fixed sign. Okay. So once you make a decision, 9 times out of 10, you usually stick with it. And when you stick with it, you're most likely going to see more results in your life than you are currently at this time. Okay. A little bit of a long-winded reading. Let's get some advice for you. What's the advice? Oh, what am I doing? I'm sleeping today. Okay, so Scorpio, what is your advice here? We have the Page of Wands, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. Your biggest piece of advice is to recognize that by moving into a completely new direction, because you already feel this, by the way, you've made a wish. Some of you were sitting outside and you were looking at the stars and you made a wish when you saw the stars. Maybe you saw shooting stars and you started to make a wish. There's a wish here to travel. There's a wish here to move. There's a wish here to start a new beginning. One of the things that I see for you, your biggest piece of advice, and it's very clear, is that if your intuition and your inner voice is telling you to move into a new direction, perhaps that's what is being called here to do. Maybe you went through all of this stuff to show you that it is time to move into a completely new direction. Some of you are so fixated on where you are, the relationships that you have, and you're so attached to them, but part of you feels that it's done. Part of you feels that it just doesn't resonate anymore. And if something in your life doesn't resonate, don't be afraid to move into a new direction, because when you do decide to move into a new direction, I'm pretty confident that you're going to find more stability, more success in an environment, in a situation that has absolutely nothing to do with the one that you're currently in now. Okay. Scorpio, this is what I have for you. A bit of a heavy reading. I hope you got something from it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.